Could Civil War armies survive a flanking attack in open terrain? Imagine standing in a vast field with your army stretched out in a long line. Suddenly, the enemy moves around your side or behind you. What happens next? Could your army hold or would it fall apart? That's what we're here to find out. During the Civil War, armies often faced open terrain where natural features like woods or rivers were scarce. Without these barriers, armies were more vulnerable to attacks from the sides or rear. Flanking attacks happen when the enemy targets the sides or back of your line instead of facing you head-on. This tactic was common because it could break your formation and cause chaos. Civil War armies could survive these attacks, but it depended on how well they prepared. Commanders had to use terrain to their advantage. For example, they would position their troops near rivers or hills that were hard for the enemy to cross. If natural features weren't available, they would extend their lines to cover the flanks or place reserve troops there. Skirmishers, small groups of soldiers, were also used to watch for enemy movements and slow them down. Fortifications played a role too. Some commanders built earthworks, breastworks, or stone walls to protect their flanks. At Gettysburg, Union forces used high ground and fortifications to defend against Confederate flanking efforts. Cavalry units were critical as well. They patrolled the flanks, scouting for enemy movements and trying to disrupt any attempts to outflank the main army. But cavalry effectiveness depended on the terrain and the size of the enemy force. If the enemy had more troops or the terrain was open and flat, cavalry might struggle to stop a determined flanking attack. Overall, Civil War armies could survive a flanking attack in open terrain if they used terrain wisely, kept their troops alert, and had well-planned defenses. Proper positioning and quick responses could turn a dangerous maneuver into a manageable situation. Commanders who understood the importance of protecting their flanks and used tactics like fortifications and cavalry patrols could often withstand or even repel flanking efforts. So, in the end, survival depended on preparation, terrain, and quick thinking during the chaos of battle.